I boo-hooed. I said, oh, the club put me in there. No. I put myself in there. I did what I had to do as a Hell's Angel.
You know, my daddy always, if you got in a fight and you came home with a bloody nose, did you hit him back? If you didn't hit him back, Dad put you in the car and took you back over there and told you going up in that yard and get your shit done and be a man.
The other walls drove through by tanks, by the FBI gang, and all that shit happened to that chapter, right? Like those guys go through their being a big motorcycle club, even sometimes just being a small motorcycle club, you go through your.
A lot of people that have come in have seen definitely a change in the club and the direction that the club is going.
I looked out my window and you could see a body laying out in front. And here's this dude running around up there with no, just had his sweatshirt on. And he tells me he's a Hell's Angel. Even after all that, I still wanted to join the Hell's Angels.
People out there, man, that are just natural followers. And they just fall right in line with that type of program. But not 1%ers, man. 1%ers don't ask permission.
Welcome to this episode of Chattin With Staxx. I'm your host, Bill Staxx, and today we're going to talk about the twin outlaw Dingleberry Brotherhood trying to take shots at Greg Domey. If you guys don't know who he is, he's a pretty legendary member on the East Coast, over in Massachusetts, I think Salem. Shout out to Greg Domey. These guys are out of control. I'm going to show you guys a video. It seems like they're a little obsessed with the Hells Angels lately. They're like making all kinds of videos, like one after another about them. It's just getting a little crazy. Before we get started, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can get my videos every time they drop. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Tell your mother's brother's sister's friend about Chattin With Staxx, the dopest motorcycle content on YouTube. I appreciate all you guys taking the time to watch this show. We got a lot to talk about today, and I got a lot of interviews dropping. I've been pumping them out. If you guys have been wondering where I was yesterday, I was doing interviews. We got so many different stories to talk about today. And I'm using a different laptop, so things are different. I'm trying to keep up with everything, and I want to bring you guys the best content possible. And today I'm going to show you a video of Young Buck, the rapper Young Buck, crashing his motorcycle. It's pretty funny. Yeah, it's pretty hilarious. But first, let me give a couple shout outs and then we'll get to the topics. Lindsay, how are you? Thank you for joining me today. I appreciate everything you do for this channel. Make sure you check out Spotify. If you want to donate to the show, you can hit up the Cash App, Chattin With Staxx, or you can hit up Venmo, PayPal, Super Stickers, Super Chats, Zelle, all that good stuff. And if you want to tell your story on Chattin With Staxx, just email me at billstaxx2021@gmail.com. And I appreciate Scott Anthony for the interview yesterday. Incredible interview. If you guys don't know who he is, look him up. He has a book out called Smoke, where he imported Cuban cigars into the U.S., and they are illegal in the U.S. Pretty wild story. He was involved with all kinds of stuff in Chicago and all other places. So that interview is gonna be good. I already got it done, but hey, Darren, how are you? Shout out to Minnesota. I spent about 6 months in Minnesota as a DJ. Good times. Pops the Clubber, how you doing? Thank you for joining me. I hope Mountain Woman is doing good. Sending prayers to her. Staxx, we may not always get your view live, but we try to view your content on a pre-recorded. Much respect. Thank you. I appreciate that. Kemp, how you doing? Sheila, Virginia Chaos is in the building. Thank you for the donation, Virginia Chaos. I really appreciate it. James, how you doing, man? My man. Kurt is in the building. Paula, good afternoon. Claire 1%. Al Rose is in the building. Shout out to BC, Canada. Shout out to all the people watching from Canada. I appreciate all you guys. I got a lot of love for Canada. I really enjoyed Canada going up there. I've been to Niagara Falls. I've been to Quebec. I've been there a couple times. Dragon Classy Diamond Art is in the building. Hey, Herman, what's going on? Shout out to you. Love and respect. Scrap Iron's in the building. What's good, man? I know. Domey is an OG. Wait till you see the video they made about him. It's like, are you guys serious? You don't even know who you're talking about. Like, these guys are they just run their mouth. They don't care, right? Eventually, it's going to catch up to them. And they think that it's comedy. That's not comedy. The things they say is not comedy. It's not funny. Maybe they think it's funny, but it's not funny. I don't find any of the shit they post funny. Like, I've never laughed once at any of their posts. They're not funny. Hey, Johnny Weed Seed, how you doing? Thank you for joining me today. Yo Mama's House is in the building. Hey, So Loud, what's going on? Shout out to the Boondocks in North Carolina. Wait till you guys see the documentary. It is so good. Like, I'm like, damn. When I'm watching, I'm like, damn. And shout out to Mel Chancey. He was just on the Sean Ryan podcast, 5-hour podcast. Holy shit, that was long. Hey, Dan, what's going on? Shout out to Detroit is in the building. Five hours. That interview was 5 hours long with Mel Chancey. They went over a lot of stuff. Go check it out. It's a pretty good one. It's got like over 250,000 views already. We got 81 people watching. How ironic. Google? Is that your name? Or Goggles? Gogglebox. What's good, man? How are you? MHG Fishing. How you doing? Shout out to New Mexico. STMC Prez is in the house. Thank you guys all for joining me. I really appreciate all you. Social Rejects is here. Shout out to Mike Ball. He wasn't live today. Kind of threw me off. I watch him every morning. Kind of threw off my routine. Thank you guys all for joining me. So today, the first thing we're going to talk about today is the woman that has been charged because her son unalived a veteran on an e-bike while doing a wheelie. So this is the woman who is charged. I'm going to show you the victim right here. So she breaks her silence. OC mom breaks her silence after son on e-bike ran down a veteran. Tammy Mayer of Vallejo, whose son is accused of running down an 81-year-old veteran on an illegal e-motorcycle in Lake Forest. What do you guys think? Do you think that these charges will stick against her when she's not the one that did it? Her son did it, but they're charging her. So she issued a statement Tuesday addressing the April incident and the ongoing litigation. The statement was issued through her lawyer, Paul Mayer, and Letitia Kirk, following news on her postponed arraignment. Mayer faces involuntary manslaughter and other charges for permitting her 14-year-old son to ride an e-bike that fatally struck an 81-year-old man in April, according to Orange County District Attorney's Office. The prosecutor contends that Tammy Jo Mayer, 51, allowed her son to use the motorized cycle despite being warned of its dangers. Mayer is also charged with child endangerment and being an accessory after the fact to a crime, along with misdemeanor counts of contributing to the delinquency of a minor, providing false information to a peace officer. She also faces an infraction for permitting an unlicensed minor under the age of 18 to drive a motor vehicle. She is now scheduled to be arraigned June 30th in Newport Beach. Mayer's attorney issued the following statement. Tammy Mayer is exhausted over the terrible incident. She sends her deepest condolences and sorrow over this tragedy. This has been devastating for everyone involved. It is premature to make any other statement. Mayer's son was riding an e-motorcycle that crashed into 81-year-old Ed Ashman around 4 p.m. April 16th on Toledo Way in Ridge Route Drive. According to the Orange County Sheriff's Department, Ashman, a substitute teacher and Vietnam veteran, was originally hospitalized in critical condition, but he died on April 30th. Damn, so he was in there for 2 weeks, and then he passed away, prompting prosecutors to file amended criminal complaint against Mayer, charging her with involuntary manslaughter, according to Orange County District Attorney's Office. Prosecutors allege the teen who struck Ashman was doing wheelies on a Suron E motorcycle before a collision and then fled the scene. Mayer faces a maximum sentence of 7 years and 8 months in state prison if convicted on all counts. Prosecutors have charged 3 parents since January for letting their kids illegally ride e-motorcycles. That's insane. This is like a new thing. So this is going to be like unprecedented if they are convicted of this crime, right? When one of them gets convicted of this, other parents are going to see this shit and be like, you ain't riding no e-motorcycle. The e-motorcycle, which is faster because it is more powerful engine, riders must be 16 to obtain a license to use a Class 3 e-motorcycle. Major complained to the Orange County Sheriff's deputies in June of last year about someone posting pictures of her son when he was 13 riding his e-motorcycle. Prosecutors said Mayer acknowledged that she bought the e-motorcycle for her son and it was being used recklessly. Now, I mean, that's a problem. She's aware that he's riding wheelies and riding crazy all over the place. She should have took the shit from him, said you can't ride it because you can't be reckless like that. Promoting warnings. So she had warnings in the past that she could face charges herself if she continued to let him ride the vehicle, prosecutors allege. Prosecutors say in 2025, Sharon Ultra B, which the teen was riding, requires a motorcycle license, insurance, and a license plate and registration to use on public streets. And without it, the vehicle can only be used on private property or off-highway vehicle areas. The Ultra B can reach speeds of 58 miles an hour and go 0 to 31 in 2.3 seconds, prosecutors said. The sheriff's deputies investigating the crash questioned Mayer. She allegedly said her family didn't own an e-motorcycle or have access to one, prosecutors said, so she lied to them. The difference between an e-bike and an e-motorcycle is the e-bike has pedals and cannot exceed 20 miles an hour, prosecutors said. The dangers of an e-motorcycle gained renewed attention last Thursday, when a 13-year-old boy was killed when he crashed one of the motorized cycles into a median in Garden Grove. The crash happened around 9:50 p.m. Thursday on Magnolia Street near Larson Avenue, according to Garden Grove police, who say the boy was riding at about 35 miles per hour when he lost control of the motorcycle. District Attorney's Office has established a new unit to focus on e-motorcycles. That's insane. They have like their own fucking their own like class just to focus on e-motorcycle. That's fucking crazy. But anyway, this is the woman that was charged, and that's the victim. So in other news, if you guys haven't seen this wild video, I can't show it here. It's pretty graphic. There was an actress who was filming a bike stunt, and she was killed when she was hit by the motorcycle and killed instantly in the road. I mean, the person that hit her was going really fast, slammed right into her. It was a terrible situation. This is out of Russia. This is out of Moscow. The motorcycle photographer. She was a motorcycle photographer. She was killed after being struck filming a motorcycle. She's a well-known photographer. I can't even pronounce her name. She died after being struck by a motorcycle in Moscow. She was filming bikers in the middle of the roadway when one rider lost control and hit her. Emergency responders attempted to revive her at the scene, but she died in the ambulance. Authorities confirmed that the motorcycle has admitted responsibility and now faces possible charges related to the causing fatal death by negligence, which could carry a prison sentence of up to 5 years. The incident has raised concerns about safety during roadside filming and high-speed motorcycle activity. So, I mean, that's just a sad situation. It's terrible. I mean, stuff like this happens all too often. And that it's just crazy that they would charge this kid's mom with negligent homicide. Like, just insane. So in other news, if you guys aren't aware, the Punjai Motorcycle Club leader has been sentenced to prison. The Punjai Devils Motorcycle Club leader has been sentenced to prison. The founder of the Punjai Devils Motorcycle Club in Stockton has been sentenced to 5 years in prison for unlawfully dealing in firearms and possession of machine guns. If you guys remember, he tried to get on a flight and get the fuck out of here. Authorities caught him at the airport as he was trying to take off. So, let's see. This is out of Sacramento, California. I can't pronounce his fucking name either. We'll just call him Singe. 27 years old of Lodi was sentenced Monday in U.S. District Court to 5 years and 4 months in prison for unlawful dealing of firearms, unlawful possession of machine guns. The U.S. attorney has announced, according to court documents, Sinji was the founder of the Punjai Devils Motorcycle Club, a Stockton-based outlaw motorcycle gang, it says here, associated with the Hells Angels. On June 6, 2025, Sinj attempted to sell several weapons to an undercover officer, including short-barreled rifles, 3 assault weapons, 3 machine gun conversion devices, and a revolver. A search of Sinj's residence resulted in the discovery of additional firearms, including machine gun and another machine gun conversion device and a silencer. Officers also discovered a single pineapple-style capped infused hand grenade. He only got 5 years. Something here ain't adding up. I mean, something's really not adding up in this situation. So they found a hand grenade as well as what law enforcement believed was military electronic capped Claymore mine. Yeah. And you get 5 years in prison? Yeah, no, not buying it. Explosive ordnance detailed in San Juan County Sheriff's Department bomb team destroyed these items at the scene. Is that why he wasn't charged with them? It's pretty wild. initially faced state charges, San Juan County, related to the offense. On July 21st, 2025, he failed to appear in court, and the state issued a bench warrant. Come on. And he took off, and he got 5 years. I'm not fucking buying it. So 2 days later, on July 23rd, 2025, the FBI received an alert from the U.S. Customs and Border Protection that Sins had booked a ticket to India and was scheduled to depart from San Francisco International Airport on July 26, 2025. On that day, officers located and arrested Sins at the airport before he could flee. Sins remained in federal custody. This case is a prodding investigation of blah, blah, blah. Federal Bureau of Investigation, the ATF, and all these other fucking people. So I'm not buying it. 5 years for a fucking Claymore mine and a pineapple grenade and all that. I'm not buying that shit. Something deeper is going on here. And we all know it. I mean, it's pretty simple, pretty easy to see. If you guys aren't aware, this man has been sentenced, bikie cop's life behind bars for sniper murder of rival. Life, you believe that? A bikie who paid an assassin to gun down rival gang members following a disagreement has been sentenced to life behind bars. But his lawyer says he will appeal the conviction. Mongols member David Pye was convicted of murdering Rebels boss Nick Martin after masterminding the killing in Perth in December of 2020. The 43-year-old was sentenced in Western Australia's Supreme Court on Wednesday to life imprisonment with non-parole period of 34 years back in November 1st, 2021, when he was taken into custody. Pye hired an ex-Army reservist, Benjamin Johnston, to carry out the execution in front of a packed crowd at a popular raceway. That's insane. So this guy was sitting in the stands, and this dude had a .308 caliber rifle, and it struck him in the chest. Crazy. So Johnson fired a single shot 365 meters from a .308 caliber rifle, which struck Martin in the chest, causing him to exclaim, "I've been shot." The bullet passed through the 51-year-old's back and struck his son-in-law, Ricky Champton, in the left leg before lodging in his arm. Martin died in the hospital, but his son-in-law survived. About 2,000 people were at the event, and a 5-year-old child was seated behind Martin. Pye, a former butcher and tattoo artist, later sent the shooter a message consisting of 2 coffin emojis and a hand clap emoji. One dead, one serious, he said. Justice Joe McGrath said the killing was premeditated and well thought out. "You were the architect," he told Pye. Pye's relationship with Martin soured when the pair fell out over the dead man's leadership. Pye defected from the rebels to the Comancheros, and later joining the Mongols, where he remains a member today. Your motive to kill Mr. Martin was your hatred of him. So they used to be friends. That's insane. These guys used to be friends. And it says you decided to settle the disagreement was to kill him. Pye promised Johnson $150,000 to carry out the hit on his one-time ally, but only paid him $100,000. The shooter was given $10,000 to do reconnaissance on Martin, who was tailed to his house and had a drone flown over his property. He scoped out the Perth Motoplex on 2 separate occasions. Justice McGrath said that By paying Johnson for the killing, Pi was placing a monetary value on a human life. A contract killing amounts to an unlawful public execution, he said. In sentencing, Justice McGrath said Pi had no remorse and continued to deny involvement in the murder despite being convicted. So the reason why he probably accepted this sentence was so that he can overturn it. Because if he denies culpability, then you can put in for your sentence to be appealed. You can appeal your sentence. So he said Johnson were equally criminally responsible, but the gunman admitted his crime and cooperated with police, he said. You have been convicted of the most heinous type of murder, he said. Your offending was not merely encouragement. You hired Mr. Johnson to murder Mr. Martin. Pi was sentenced for six offenses, including bodily harm to Mr. Chapman and trying to hire Johnson to murder his ex-girlfriend and Comanchero's boss, Raymond Chili, who lived in Thailand. The additional killings were never evented, whatever the fuck that means. And the sentences for additional offenses will be served concurrently with his life term. I mean, he's never getting out. Outside the court, Pi's lawyer, Paul Holmes, said the bikie would appeal the convictions. Johnson, who also convicted of Martin's murder, is serving an 18-year sentence for receiving substantial sentencing discount in exchange for his cooperation. So the guy that did the killing only gets 18 years, but this guy has to do life. It's crazy. You see how that works? It's pretty insane. So in other news, there will be no death penalty for this man. Let me see here. This guy was facing the death penalty, and now he won't be facing the death penalty, allegedly. So no death penalty sought in capital murder by retaliation. Defense is trying to move case. Beaumont, a prosecutor with the Jefferson County District Attorney's Office, has announced they are not seeking death penalty in the case of suspected charge in capital murder by retaliation in a motorcycle drive-by killing of a man mowing his lawn in North Beaumont. Word came during a hearing this morning in the case of a 56-year-old Larry Fitzgerald Williams Sr., before the district court. Prosecutor Philip Smith said the state isn't seeking the death penalty if convicted. Williams could face life in prison. The defense attorney said he's filing a motion for a change of venue, seeking to move the case out of Jefferson County. Judge West said she'll hold a hearing on that motion in the next 2 or 3 weeks. She wants to try this case before the end of the year. Williams is also charged with aggravated assault causing serious bodily injury. Magistrate Mark Duran set bail at $100,000. That second-degree felony charge and a $10 million on a capital murder charge. Prosecutors say the victim is the same in each case. They allege Williams killed 51-year-old Brian Lewis because Lewis wouldn't drop an assault charge against him. Williams is accused of shooting and killing Lewis while the victim was mowing his lawn on Saturday afternoon, June 21st, 2025. He was taken into custody at about 6:45 that Monday morning in Houston. According to the probable cause affidavit obtained by the news for his arrest, police say Williams targeted Lewis because of his previous aggravated assault case and was scheduled for a trial last July, in which he is accused of viciously beating Lewis. The beating put Lewis in the ICU for months. Williams was taken into custody by Houston, by the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office on a warrant division, working in jurisdiction with Houston Police Department on the murder warrant for shooting death Lewis. A Beaumont Police Department officer working with the U.S. Marshal Service took part in the capture. They issued a warrant for his arrest of Williams, and the judge released probable cause affidavit for his arrest to the news. According to the affidavit, which included a sworn statement from the officer, a suspect rode up on a motorcycle and shot and killed Lewis while Lewis was riding his lawnmower and cutting his grass at his home on Delaware. The suspect had a revolver, according to the image. He sped away on his motorcycle. Police say during the course of the investigation, detectives learned Lewis was the victim of an aggravated assault in 2024, and the suspect was Williams. The case was set for trial July 2025. Further investigation revealed Williams had multiple statements that Lewis needed to drop the charges or Williams would kill Lewis. According to the affidavit, during a follow-up investigation, detectives received multiple tips that had been confirmed that Williams owned Hayabusa motorcycle, matching the motorcycle pictured in the media releases. Other tips identified the suspect who matched the height and weight and description of Williams. A witness also observed Williams to be in possession of a revolver a few nights prior to the shooting. He was on the motorcycle. Beaumont police released a photo of the suspect and say it was Williams on the motorcycle just after the Saturday murder, speeding away from the scene at about 1:45, headed west on Delaware Street. Williams was the focus of the News on the Run segment last September. It says, with our anchor, Angel Juan and Sharif Zanya. Investigators were looking for him in connection with the June 2024 violent crime he's accused of committing against Lewis. Williams eventually surrendered. Family members of Lewis say Williams beat him with brass knuckles at a motorcycle club. They say Lewis fell on the floor and was hurt so badly he spent months in the intensive care unit in Houston Hospital recovering from his injuries to his skull, head, and neck. He was arrested September 11, 9 days after their report. Magistrates set bond at $25,000 and conditions, including Williams must wear a GPS monitor. Investigators say he cut off the monitor. Family members of Lewis tell the News he got married in March. Brian and his wife were living in North Beaumont. They say he was mowing the lawn of the rent house at the 1900 block of Delaware Street at around 1:45 Saturday afternoon when a man, police say, is Williams, drove by on a motorcycle and opened fire. Lewis died at the scene. Police converged on the area, putting up crime scene tape, gathering evidence, while the neighbors stood outside. Let me see. I'll show you guys a picture of that. I think I got that. So this is the scene. Beverly Adams, Lewis' mother, spoke with the news reporter. She described her son as a pillar in her life. She said, I love him. I love all my kids. He was my firstborn. He was my rock, she said. Adams recounted how Lewis was always there for her and others, leaving a void that cannot be filled. My son's gone. I'd never be able to see him again. I'd never be able to call him. Brian Lewis, your daughter needs you, she said. Lewis had a 16-year-old daughter, enjoyed working with children at his wife's daycare. He would pick them up after school and stuff and always say, Mr. Brian, and some of them names for him and stuff. They call him Pawpaw. Different names for him. They just loved him to death, they said. That's a terrible situation. So he's not facing the death penalty. And we'll see what happens with that case. A lot of crazy stuff is going on out there. Damn, we got 106 comments. Billy, what's going on? Christopher, how are you? Without a patch on your back, we'd probably all get along. 100%, Joker. I mean, these people are all the same types of people. You know what I'm saying? All of them. They're all the same types of people. Sometimes the patches is the only thing that separates these people, right? The only difference between us is the patches we wear. Wilson said, 100%. Chaos for sure. Shout out to all you guys, man, watching. I really appreciate you. We got 109 people in the house. Hit that like button. We got a funny video to show you guys today. Hey, Dave, what's going on? Shout out to Boston. Appreciate you watching. Duka, what's good? Martin was fleecing money from the club when this guy's doing life. Club, old news sources when the shooting happened. Yeah, it happened a long time ago. This guy's been, he got out on bond. Can you believe that shit? He must have had a lot of money to get out on bond for that. Oh, Murta, how you doing? Back to work. I'll catch the rest tonight. Thank you for watching, man. Appreciate you. Wait till you guys see the interviews I've been doing. That's why I've been missing some lives. Gory Rory's in the house. What's going on, man? We're gonna have some new Satan's Choice content coming soon too. So stay tuned. So I told you guys I got a video of Young Thug crashing his motorcycle, or no, not Young Thug, Young Buck. This dude does not know how to ride a bike. Pretty funny. Pretty funny. Let's take a look at that. Trying to show off when keeping it real goes wrong. When trying to show off goes wrong. Yup. That's too funny, man. Young somebody, right? Yeah. Young somebody. Ape hangers. Oh, man. You can't be showing off like that, bro. What's wrong with you, man? Oh, God. Too funny. All right, we got some videos to show you. Let me see here. I'm going to show you the video of them talking shit about Greg Domey. These guys are out of their mind. One of these days, man, all of this shit they're talking, they're going to have to back it up, right? These guys talk reckless all the time.
What hell's Angel Bulldog shit going on here?
I don't know, but he definitely looks like my bulldog with his nose smashed up against there.
Yeah, I bet he couldn't fight himself out of a wet paper bag.
God bless.
Like, are you serious? These guys are crazy, man. They don't even know who they're talking about.
What hell's Angel Bulldog shit going on here?
I don't know, but he definitely looks like my bulldog with his nose smashed up against there.
Yeah, I bet he couldn't fight himself out of a wet paper bag.
God bless.
Now, if his nose is smashed up, right? Why do you think that is? You don't think he has any type of experience fighting? Like, Hey, Ince, what's going on, man? Thank you for joining me today. Appreciate you. Shout out to Hamilton, Canada. These guys are out of their mind. And it seems like lately they've been crazy obsessed with the Hells Angels. And I'm going to show you guys a video. Watch how many times they bring up the Angels in this video. It's insane. Check this
Hell's
out.
Angels are always trying to give advice.
Remember, Hell's Angels,
It's better to shit in the sink.
than to sink in the shit.
Let that shit sink in.
God bless.
Now, they think this is all comedy, right? This is all comedy. There'll be no repercussions. They don't need to stand on nothing. These guys have lost their mind. And I'm still waiting for you to sue me. Still waiting on that.
What Hell's Angel panty liner hell is going on here?
I think they got a fetish for panty liners. Ah, God bless.
So we walk into Hell's Angels bar.
We sit down, we holler out. We come down here all the time. Will we end up looking like you?
God bless. Hell's Angels, you think you're badass bikers? Drive through Colorado Springs.
With a shitty headlight. God bless.
Like, how is any of this comedy? Does anybody, is anybody laughing? I don't find any of this shit funny. None of it.
Hey, you know what the Hell's Angels told me the other day?
What's that?
Said that you need to keep rocking that best, because Twin Outlaw's the best.
God bless.
What Hell's Angel knuckle fuck going on here?
I don't know. I bet he bench presses motorcycles. I wonder if the Hell's Angels spot him. God bless.
What Elmo MC Hell's Angels shit going on here?
I thought they got rid of Sesame Street a long time ago.
God bless.
Elmo wasn't on Sesame Street, you dingleberries. Now, this is them going after the Outlaws, too. It's crazy. These guys are nuts, man. I'm telling you, Staxx, I think a bike accident near the house with somebody checking on them. Possibly. Could be. Maybe they were ripping by. But it was right on their road. There was a bike accident right on their road.
What slim fast shake shit is going on here? His chest says one thing and his face says I'll buy Debbie snacks for the whole neighborhood. God bless.
What trailer trash Hell's Angel supporter we got going on here?
I mean, you probably got a big ass pile of scrap metal and shit in the backyard.
I'd say he needs to clean his own skunk hole up before he talks shit about somebody else.
What Cracker Jack Box MC shit is going on here?
Like, this is not funny. Like, does anybody find this funny? Anybody? Can I get one person that's watching? We got 132 people watching. One person tell me that this is funny.
Holy shit, I think they need to put their fucking puzzle back together.
Hey, Jason, what's up, man? How are you?
Fucking say so.
God bless.
Well, Hell's Angels,
Looks like it's new generation.
you're just gonna have to fucking deal with it.
I'll wear whatever MC that I want because it's mine.
All you Hell's Angels out there that's not riding a bagger,
Better respect the motherfucker that is.
don't be rolling up on your little 10 speeds
Or your little purple helmets.
and think you're gonna get the same respect.
As a motherfucker that does. God bless.
Nick, what's going on, man? Whiskey, how you doing? These guys must be the dumbest people on the planet. I mean, they're going to end up like their dad. It says they're going to end up just like their dad. Their dad ended up burning to a crisp in their basement. And they're the only ones that walk out. These guys and their mom end up walking out. And they leave this guy in the basement. They put the fire out, but he was passed away already. I don't know if it was their dad or their stepdad, or it was just, maybe it was their mom's boyfriend. I don't know.
Hell's Angels are always trying to give advice.
Remember, Hell's Angels,
It's better to shit in the sink
than to sink in the shit.
Let that shit sink in.
Yeah.
Hey, that's comedy, yeah. These guys are dummies, man.
God bless. What Hell's Angel bulldog shit going on here?
I don't know, but he definitely looks like my bulldog with his nose smashed up against there.
Yeah, I bet he couldn't fight himself out of a wet paper bag.
God bless.
I put in a request for the public information, so I'm gonna find out all kinds of shit, and I'll let you guys know right when I do. Trust and believe that shit. I'll let you guys know exactly what's going on. But we got a lot of content for you guys. I can't wait to show you all the stuff I've been working on. The documentary should be out in a couple months. Thank you guys all for joining me today. I can't believe people watch this and support them. I wonder what Judge Judy thinks. I'm pretty sure 81 doesn't gives passes for comedy. I don't think so, man. That's not comedy, man. None of what they said is funny. Like, not even one bit. Like, not even a little bit. It's not funny. It's straight disrespect constantly. And they do it to all the clubs. They don't give a shit. And they act like, oh, well, we never did it to this club. Bullshit. I've seen videos of you doing it to every club. They're like, we never disrespected the pagans. Yes, you have. Because I got videos of you doing it. Like, I think they got nervous when the pagans were having a big rally over in Colorado. Remember? They tried to backpedal. But I mean, you can't be talking like this. The way that they're coming at these clubs, you can't do that. I mean, it's wild that they would even do that. They don't even have a clue of who Greg Domey is. This guy's on the East Coast. He's a legendary member of the Hells Angels. Probably just like this guy's a legendary member in Tennessee, right? And we got a new interview dropping with Jimmy, the former member of the Twin Outlaw Brotherhood in Pennsylvania. And he tells us a story on what's been going on and how all things have been transpiring. Now he's not a part of it anymore. And these guys keep saying that they're going to be going to Sturgis. Do you guys think that they will show up in Sturgis without a police escort? I highly doubt it. And if they do show up, they'll show up like this, in a blacked out truck or a car. But they ain't going to go there on their own, not on bikes. Never going to happen. But we got a new interview with Chris. That's Chris on the right. It's him and Willie Nelson. We got a new one dropping with him. We got a lot of content on the way. I hope you guys like this show. If you want to see exclusive content, join the membership and you'll get to see it first. I appreciate all you guys taking the time to watch this show. If you like this show, hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can get my videos every time they drop. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Tell your mother's brother, sister's friend about Chattin With Staxx, the dopest motorcycle content on YouTube. I appreciate all you guys. And remember, don't be a twin outlaw dingleberry bitch. Peace.
And all new at 5, a major organized crime bust. 23 people under arrest now accused of stealing guns and cash.
Today, police revealed 4 organized crime groups are wreaking havoc.
From aggravated robbery to kidnapping, burglary, and more. Let's take a look at this. New pictures from court documents in this case. These are a few of the people who have been charged. And investigators say the money, tens of thousands of dollars, is all stolen.